Welcome back to episode 3.
Hey y'all.
How's the whole house, Billy?
It's real great. There's titties and asses and fucking vajazzles. So what's actually in the whorehouse?
There's holes where you didn't know holes could go.
Couple
NPCs. Stop!
Yeah?
Get some help.
Would you like to question the halls?
Lap dances does not mean question.
Can I do it during sex?
Yes.
So I take it's the ugliest thing I could have sex with.
Yourself.
Dragon Ball.
A what?
A Goliath.
Oh, fuck yeah. Love me a Goliath.
Is there any like double amputees? Not that double amputees are necessarily.
What about a tiefling?
What's with you with tieflings, man?
Fucking horns. It's fun to grab onto all you.
Okay.
Anyway. A tiefling.
There is a tiefling woman.
Yep, take her upstairs.
Let's not describe the sex, let's describe the questioning.
Okay, so, do you know anyone by the name of... Hold on.
20 seconds in.
Do you know anyone by the name of, Halsen?
Yaramir?
No, the fucking...
Halsen.
Halsen.
He goes, yes.
This is a real
She knows of the senator.
What can you tell me? Does he come here very often?
I've never met the guy.
That's not what I asked.
I've never seen the guy.
Ask if any of the other girls know. Other
Would any
people.
of the other girls know him?
Why ask
Well-
him that?
During sex.
Talk about other girls.
I know there
first.
are some other senators, but I'm not sure they know him.
Are there any of his senators?
The ones that sided with him during Parliament? Yeah, probably. You go to the library.
Sorry, I don't go to the library. Who goes to the library?
Everyone but Billy, basically. So,
I'm in the library already. Just get them to direct you towards me.
I've got
Volkensterk opens up restricted access to military records.
Okay.
From any war you want, as well as the names of the people who have conscripted from any date you want. And the people who have died in action, or missing in
it's
action.
actually military records.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Am I with these people or am I
Yeah.
still like, okay.
You've got shit about like ancient fucking wizards and shit, don't you? But I don't know. I forgot what we were up to.
We're looking for transmutation circles.
And teleportation.
Can we look at classified documents?
Yeah.
Okay, can we look at classified military projects?
No.
Does this library contain
Just
intel on
look
other...
for books about transmutation.
A lot of books about the different wars that have happened inside this country.
Can we do a history check?
Sure.
Oh.
Get the other guys to do history checks as well.
Guys, I'm not really sure what we're looking for. Honestly.
If we can't find anything, we can't find anything. Marcus finds your name.
My name?
Yeah. He finds your name about the...
Whose name?
Billy's name. When talking about the Svartalbeid Wars.
Oh yeah, because hey guys, I'm a 600.
I think it was 300 if I remember.
I'm 300, and I served in the Svartalheim Wars on the what side did I serve on?
Svartalbeids.
The Svartalbeids.
Bides.
They're really cool dudes. Yeah, I'm 300.
I thought they were the Nazis.
No, they're not the fucking Nazis. Aren't
It
they
seems like you'd be on the Nazi
Who were
side.
the Nazis?
Nazis were the other side.
Van
of the
Gogh.
house.
Jake's a Nazi.
Sorry, too many
Billy's
Germans.
Billy Bullet is not a Nazi.
I think Bill is a Nazi.
Don't do my accent.
Are you Southern or Scottish?
I don't fucking know. It changes every hour, minute.
South Scotland.
South Scotland.
That's just called.
Bullet is Scottish.
Another name that keeps on popping up is Major Dua Springer.
Sorry?
What the fuck?
Major Dua
Do
Springer.
I know Major Dewar Springer?
You've heard of him?
Can we call him Major?
Was he a
Yes.
legend?
Yes. Missing in action.
Oh, he's still alive. His name is Halsen.
No.
Okay, what do we know about Major DS?
He was very good at...
That's not how you pronounce.
I'm not even going to attempt to say his name.
Dewar Springer. He's Scottish. You fucking twat.
That sounds pretty.
That was not Scottish.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, so
It's fuck.
do us.
he was known for... Okay, he was known for infiltration and assassination. Also known as the Leaping Death. The Leaping Silence.
Yeah, that name's a bit stuff.
It's Boden.
It's not Boden.
It's fucking Boden.
Not everyone that's cool is Boden.
There was
Yes.
one report that says that his legs were blown off.
Aww.
There's no sorry.
So wait, now
his
we-
legs
we-
were blown off.
We do have a double amputee.
Let's fuck him. I mean, what?
So, his father use him as like a boogeyman for children, not to tell them to go wandering off into the forest.
Oh, so he was on the bad guy side.
No, but like he still thinks the war's going on.
But he's missing in action. We don't know that.
Yeah.
He's a ghost story.
He's not a myth to me, guys. I'm not here. Why do I keep on talking? I'm sorry.
But you are here.
No, he's not. He's
No, he's
Oh, yeah, it's the whole house, that's right.
Still recovering.
No, I'm...
That's it. Let's take the books about this.
Okay. It's getting pretty late. Do you want to stay in the whole house?
Well, I want to ask about any of his Halsen's values.
Get a whole bunch of names. Spend like 100 gold pieces.
No, I
Oh,
don't.
you get their records.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what I
Don't ask
want.
for the records.
That's-
They just
yeah.
say no.
Don't ask them. Fucking steal them.
We like privacy with our customers.
Fuck off. How much would it cost me?
Just go hide
How
yourself.
much have you got?
No, that's not how this game works. Name your price.
75
75 what?
gold.
That's a small fortune.
Yeah, and you're buying privacy.
You're not here.
No, but I'm advising you.
You feel like a fucking pirate.
50 in a blowjob.
Since when did
Sorry?
pirates buy shit?
50 in a blowjob.
Blowjob from who to who?
From you to me.
Who's me?
The dude you're talking to.
Who's the dude I'm talking to?
The,
Can he
the
please
pimp,
leave?
basically.
The
Can-
skinny one?
Yeah.
Can-
Oh, fucking easy. I can
Oh,
fucking
you should have made him
that.
you should
Shut
have made
up.
him like a minotaur or something.
How about I persuade him a bit less and say we can have full blown anal? So do I get advantage on that?
No?
Oh wow.
Go on.
18.
Okay. 40. And anal sex.
Go on. There's no solve.
Well, he's the tiny one, so I'm not this.
No, you're a bottom.
Will I even feel it?
That's not. I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
discuss
sure, 40.
it. Okay.
He's a painful.
Afterwards, she says, "Look, you just played me $40 to fuck you in the ass."
And the fucking... This is a whorehouse.
Yeah. Okay. Here you go. Here's the fucking names. Halsen hasn't gone. Boden's been once.
No, I didn't want to hear about Boden. I wanted to hear about his fucking advisors. You guys told me about his advisors.
Yeah, you get the names of the advisors.
I don't bones across.
No, Halsen's.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get so cool.
Okay. So, the next day is the day Boden is arriving.
Yep.
Yarmir has already arrived.
Arriving for his trial.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
The trial is at
Can we go
5
see
o'clock.
him?
You can go see him. He does want to see you.
Of course.
Does he want to see anyone else in that group?
Can
Yes.
we get a message? Who?
Oh,
Everyone.
Everyone but him.
No, you as well.
He wants to see us?
he wants
Yes.
to see everyone.
Oh, I thought you said he didn't want to see
No, he
us.
does want to see you.
Okay, cool. Yep, so we go see
Yeah,
him.
let's go.
He just is like,
How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Does anyone want to see this orcish opera that I booked tickets
But
to?
where's he staying?
He's
Why
staying in
are
custody.
you so chill?
Yeah, I'd love to see the orchestra.
Oh,
Wait, question. If he's on trial for magic, for sorcery or whatever, is there anything stopping him from using magic to escape? Like any dampeners? Because like we could just send in a double of him.
He goes, I don't want to die or people to think I'm dead.
Where he
I
doesn't.
don't want people to think I'm guilty.
What's your plan?
To be proven innocent?
How do you intend to prove that?
Unless we're
that's
doing
my
this
business,
A-Team
eh?
style, it's probably not going to work.
We're
Boden,
kind of the detail.
Boden,
It would be
we're
nice
not
for-
his
it would be
detail.
nice for us to.
Boden, can we help him?
We were his detail at one
Well, I was.
point. No, it was.
Midwife said that you've got some stuff prepared.
Sorry?
Midguy says you've got some stuff prepared.
Project Firearm. Project
Yeah, I know. That's not going to be fucking enough, is it?
Well,
Yeah, it doesn't really help us with it.
actually, Boden would be able to give us some information on.
Unless we can get this
Transmutation
other fucker locked up first.
So what time is it now?
And who's
I'm
called
going
the
to
trial
say
to
it's
start with?
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
And it's at 5.
Yeah, so
Fuck me! Okay, I'm gonna go find the advisors on this list and blackmail them into giving me information about Halsen and a way to get Boden out.
that's going to take way too long.
Blackmail.
Who's gonna take
Blackmail
Boden?
is the same bones as
Okay,
change
so
their mind.
who's called the trial?
Halsen charged.
Okay, can we be the legal defense?
Yes.
I'm gonna go and blackmail Halsen's people to saying and doing what I want.
Can we hire a better
That's something. But no, we've got the stuff, the
Yeah.
transmutation circle and everything. We can bring that up as evidence that this trial is a conflict of interest.
Yeah, sure.
Boden says, wait a sec. You have all this dirt, yeah?
Yeah.
You have the warrant, yeah?
We have things to prove Halsen guilty. We don't have anything
But
to
do you
prove.
have the warrant?
The warrant for what?
We
did
we never really got a warrant.
A warrant for what?
Get the fucking warrant from Midguy.
Warrant for what?
Because if you have this information and obtained it illegally, you cannot use it in a court of fucking law.
We got
Someone go get that.
we got his permission. We got his word.
Can I
Do you
get
have
the
the
warrant?
documentation?
Can I head over and grab the warrant?
Sure, you just get it. I just wanted to make that point.
Yeah, I'm gonna go blackmail all of the advisors of all the people on the list who are going to vote, I assume.
You mean the jury?
Yeah.
You can blackmail
People
the
on the
jury.
list.
No, the
Dude,
jury,
people-
jury's not on the list.
Do you know the jury is just random people they find
Why
on
the
the street?
fuck do I have this information that I can blackmail people with?
Because you can get them to drop charges.
Because you just want to go fuck people in a whorehouse.
Yeah, fair. Okay, I'm gonna go blackmail them into helping, giving me dirt on Halsen,
Get them to try to drop the charges.
and drop the charges.
You find one dude. Actually,
Not
no.
all
Make an
lists.
investigation check.
Me?
Yeah.
15.
Okay. You find one dude with a monocle and a mustache.
A what?
Oh,
A
this,
monocle and a mustache.
is this that dude from before who knocked everyone out?
That's Boden that did that.
No, somebody earlier in the story had a monocle and a mustache.
Boden.
What? Boden doesn't have a mustache. I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay, so
Okay.
Yeah, what about him, Boden?
Yeah, he's one of the dudes on the list.
Whose side is he on?
Halsen's.
I'm blackmailing him to get dirt on Halsen.
Do it. Roll.
you know, blackmail or
Intimidation or?
Yes, intimidation.
How the fuck are you gonna do this? Isn't
Oh no, persuasion. Because I have blackmail.
No, it's still intimidation.
Isn't the fucking column building? Is he? I was just gonna walk up to someone and say,
15.
that's not reasonable.
So you say, I know you fuckfools.
So does like everyone
And
in
he
the
goes,
city.
what do you want? How much money do you want to keep it silent?
How much money are you offering?
Sketchy fuck.
Five
Fuck off.
5 gold, and then if you ask for more, I will report you to the police.
If you report me to the police, I've already got blackmail on you, mate.
I don't care. 5 gold,
Well,
take it or leave it.
I don't want money.
All's on the
Then what do you want?
What do you know on Halsen? And how? And I want you to drop the charges on Boden if you can.
They're not my charges, they're Halsen's charges.
Dirt on Halsen. And I burn this right in front of you.
He goes,
No, I scratch out your name on the list.
he thinks,
Cross off your name. That's
he's trying to think of some dirt. And he goes,
Hurry up.
wait.
during one of the I'll Do It Stride rebellions, he did sniff a line of cocaine.
I'm getting this all written down by a witness as well.
And he goes, that's all I can think of.
So like no bastard child that's a sorcerer or
No sorceress.
intent.
Okay, listen here, mate. If you have any other dirt, and I found out there is dirt, because there is a lot of names on this list, and I will be going to all of them. If there are any other names to give me any other dirt, different to what you've given me, I will release your name.
He goes, okay, there is one other bit of dirt. It wasn't actually cocaine, it was a hallucinogenic.
What did it do? So,
Wait, is Halsen continuing to sniff this hallucinogenic?
I do not know.
What kind of hallucinogenic?
The fun kind?
Well, I know that he thought a small little girl was the enemy, and he pointed a gun at her, but we managed to stop that happening.
So he threatened a young girl,
Yes.
and he's used hallucinogenics. We're going to use that in our court case. Remember?
How? Is it illegal to take drugs?
He's obviously
I don't know what. The issue's always more the supply than the consumer.
he's obviously still using it.
Not fit
How
for
do we-
office if that got out.
Sorry?
He wouldn't be fit for office if that got out.
Yeah,
Okay,
so we can use that.
is it proven he's still using it? Wait,
Can you testify in court with that?
How much are you willing to pay me?
I've got blackmail on you, cunt. I don't say that to him. I say I have got blackmail. I've got blackmail on you.
He goes, can you guarantee a win?
Fuck yes. Are you kidding me? Have you seen the other names on this list?
He goes, I'll testify in a court of law.
Yeah, I don't know shit.
wait, can we?
So
How would it
he is
be-
going to do that. You're not going to fuck me around here, Bo.
Yeah, he's going to do that.
Okay, cool. I didn't like that smile. What were you going to say, Tom?
Is there any way we can procure some of this hallucinogen and maybe plant it on him?
That is illegal.
We broke into his. We broke
They
into
don't
his
know that.
everything.
Well, they will with the warrant.
Okay, do you want to go to other?
Yeah.
Boden, guys, have tickets to the Orc Opera, seriously.
Yeah, I'll
We're
take
not
it.
missing the
Thanks,
court.
man. I give you your high five.
We're not. When's the York Opera?
Afterwards. It's like an hour after the court
Oh,
case.
fuck yeah. We'll go
In the
to
same
that.
building and
I
everything?
like how he said nonchalant. We can fucking.
Yeah, he trusts us way too much.
Wait, how many tickets to the Orc Opera have we got?
He's got one for each of you.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, cool. We'll all go.
Plus, and plus an extra one, you know.
Is he gonna get fucking Lincoln?
Jesus Christ. He is, isn't he?
No, I haven't blind fire.
Okay,
Well,
well, it's
have
going to
I?
happen now. Okay, I go through the whole list and find any dirt I can. Just speed it up a bit.
Don't find much dirt bigger than what you got first of it. However, you did find one guy who goes go on, tell them. The stuff Halsen and I are working on is more valuable. And he walks off.
Can we?
You mean firearm, chimera, and transmutation?
You say project in this?
It He turns around and he goes, if you want to live, you will never repeat those words again. And he walks
What
off.
do they mean?
He gives you the bird.
No, what do they mean? I will release them.
Release the word.
Release it, I don't care. This
Is
guy's
right
wearing-
hand man.
Are we all
This
gonna get
guy's
shot?
wearing some moonsicle glasses and a white lab coat.
What's his
Wait,
name?
can we get this shit about Chimera to the dude who doesn't like Halsen?
We've given it to the president.
Yaramir.
Yeah.
Okay. It's getting late, it's like you should probably go to the trial now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we are the legal defense. So
You sit down
All of the
next to Boden. Boden is chained behind a wooden stock with his hands behind his head.
Change, Jesus Christ.
someone do detect magic on the chains.
Change.
Yes.
Yeah,
Just
it's
do
not.
take magic.
There's no magic, they're just ordinary
Yeah,
chains.
do detect magic in chains.
The judge is Joseph Yaramir himself.
Who?
Oh yes, both Halsen's spot.
He is a half-elf, half-orc general.
Oh, he's the one
He's
that's
our boy.
against.
Halsen.
Yeah. Okay. Woo-hoo-hoo.
And
This isn't gonna end well.
I guess
is it?
Boden, would you like to say any words before we start? He says, yeah, can we wrap this up? I have tickets for an orc opera. I've been waiting for weeks.
What Boden means is he's very excited to prove that he's innocent, because all of these allegations are completely false.
Does he have like an actual lawyer?
We are.
Or is
No,
he-
you're the defense.
Yeah, we're the defense. We're doing great. We're like last
shit.
round.
Okay. So he goes, will the accused please rise? And Halsen's lawyer goes on and says, Halsen has eyewitnessed Boden Blackshield escorting President Midgry and this man over here through a wall during a sorcerer attack.
Was there
Sorry,
any other
what?
witnesses?
Where were these other? Were there any other witnesses?
There were not any other witnesses, but can Boden the Black Shield please prove that he is not a sorcerer?
How would he prove it?
We are not going to float someone in water.
Don't say that, please. How is...
Another thing I'd like to point out is Boden has been very, very fixated on library. On building libraries. The amount of books of illegal kinds he could have...
Who's talking right now?
The lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
That he could have housed in his own home are immeasurable.
There's no.
Do you have any proof of this?
We have thousands of copies of books that were stored in his hotel. Not his hotel, his house.
Did you have a warrant?
We do have a warrant,
I'd like
thank
to
you.
see the warrant.
He shows you the warrant.
I'm sorry.
Yes, an actual warrant.
This is coming from a senator, Halsen, that once took hallucinogenics and for all we know is still taking them
Everyone
and
gasps.
tried to kill
Gasps.
a fucking child because he used them.
Yeah,
This man is unfit for office.
Unfit.
He goes,
I'll just do
The
it.
lawyer
I'll
goes,
just do it.
do you have any proof of the exact
I'd like to call our witness.
He goes like, the Joseph Yarman says, you've interrupted the offense.
Again.
Could you please finish what you were going to say firsthand?
Halsen is a known
And
drug
he's-
addict.
And he says, we have found thousands of books detailing magic. No actual spell, but lots and lots of
Objection.
interest. Yes.
Objection. Is it illegal to be interested in magic? Sir, Judge.
So, Your Honour.
Your Honour.
Yarmir says, no, it is not illegal.
Okay. Are
So
there
what
any
is the accusation?
Okay. Are there any other charges?
The
What is the accusation? That... What's his name?
Boden.
Boden has a bunch of books from libraries about magic, history, and...
He could be preparing for a counterattack and wants to know
The,
as much as he can.
the offense says he has an improportionate amount related to magic.
So he's got a weird fetish for magic.
He's interested in magic. That is in no way proof that he is a magic user.
We have an eyewitness of him using magic, however.
And the accuser,
Yes.
can you legally use the accuser as a witness?
In this country, yes.
Fuck you.
Actually, in any country, yes.
Actually, the accused is a known drug addict.
The
Sir,
the
Your
defendant, what is
He's
your...
been caught using hallucinogenics before.
Do you have any proof of this?
We have a
call our
witness.
witness to the stage.
The senator stands up and he goes, he like glances at Halsen, like Halsen is furious,
Okay, fuck this.
and he's like realizes that like he has to either topple this bitch or he loses his power completely. So he goes and he says, when I was serving under Halsen's control in Do It Stride, we're at a bar. He sniffed some hallucinogenic that made him mistake a child for an enemy. He pointed his weapon on the child, and we had to restrain him and hold him down. We had to physically take the gun out of his hand, hog-tie him, and make sure that he was okay. It was the worst trip I've ever seen.
So, sir, would you describe Halsen's usage of the drug as somewhat usage?
Abusive. No. Describe it as abusive.
No, don't leave the fucking
I love how the
How would
defendants
you
are like
just-
arguing.
How would you describe Halsen's usage of the drug?
Shit ton.
Fuck up.
I've only ever seen him use it once, but he had a very bad reaction.
What I mean, sir, is was he comfortable when he took it? Or did he seem as if it was his first time?
You know, now that I think about it, I think he was a bit comfortable.
So, you could
Wait.
assume...
Did he exhibit any other strange behaviours like his bad trip? For the rest of the time he served under him?
He had a little bit of a twitch, but we always put that down to arthritis.
Well, that's good.
No, it doesn't. But this is medieval.
It's like
So, you would assume that Halsen is recreational in his use of drugs.
I would say that Maybe there was a period in his life, or he did it once. I'm not sure. Just know what I said.
If he did it once, would he not be... Can you not fucking interrupt? Fucking would.
We're all the lawyer.
Would he... If he only used it once, and that was his first and last time using it, would he not be, for lack of a better term, a rookie?
Yes, I'd call him a rookie.
So you would assume he has used it before.
I would know. It's very possible.
That's all, Your Honour?
Okay, the defendant rises and goes to
The defendant being...
the lawyer. The lawyer rises and goes to the guy in the booth. He's being...
The witness?
The witness, thank you. And he goes, Mr. Senator, you never actually saw him use this more than once, have you?
Objection, leading the witness.
Objection ignored.
Fuck you.
Overruled.
Overruled, thank you. He goes, I'm not very good with legal jargon, as you can tell. And he goes, no, I've only ever seen him use it once. He goes, okay. Have you ever seen him hallucinate any other time than that? He goes, no, I have not. So when he is in his clarity of mind at a political meeting in Geistliche, you wouldn't think he would be under the influence, would you? And he goes,
Leading the witness. So fucking... That is so... No! You're just ignoring it now. Objection, leading the witness.
He's not actually leading the witness.
Yes, it is. Who's fucking...
Take it to your boy.
objection overruled. He goes, so you would think it's safe to assume that he is not under the influence of that drug at the time taken when the accused is being accused of
Objection,
using
witness would not know. He's only seen it once.
Don't confirm this.
And then his response is, you're right, he has only ever seen it once. And he sits down, and it falls back in your court.
Fuck, guys, what did you guys get?
Would now be a good time to unveil
Hey,
firearm and
it's your choice, I'm not going to say
I don't
anything.
fucking know.
Well, maybe not firearm.
Let's hold.
But wait, didn't the one that had his signature on it, was that the teleportation circles?
Yeah, that was that.
So we can unveil
Yeah,
that
one.
select piece.
Hold on, I have another angle on the... Your Honour,
This
Yes.
is great.
would one assume that if under pressure, for example, using a hallucinogenic, one panicked and mistook an innocent for an enemy, that the same person would also panic and mistake a simple senator such as Boden for a magic user because he is an elf?
Suddenly, the jury starts chattering amongst themselves, and the judge goes, order, order. And Boden says, hallucinogenics can cause schizophrenia in the long term.
Fucking love this, that was so smooth.
And he goes, I have read about it in all those books you stole.
Love you, Boden. High five, Boden.
He can't, he's tied.
Fucking...
Awkward little head nod.
And he goes,
That's all, Your Honour.
that's all? You don't have to
Wait, can we cross-examine Bode?
cross-examine what?
What do you mean?
Call him to the stand and ask him questions about why
We'll
he
do
had
that.
magic?
We'll do that later.
Okay. The defendant goes, is Boden really fit for office, regardless of whether he uses magic? All the crime he's dealt with, all the criminals that he's employed, and we have evidence of this, some of them, a lot of them, in fact, have turned out to be sorcerers.
Your Honour,
Fire with fire.
Your Honour, if I may.
You may.
And is this where we dropped the... No, it's on.
No, that's our
We're
last
just
part.
talking about Boden using magic.
Not Boden using magic.
Boden
You are not talking specifically about Boden himself using magic.
No, but you would think like attracts like, and a lot of people who use...
So you're making an assumption.
Well,
You know what they say about assumptions.
yes, but if all the assumptions stack up on the one person, seems pretty.
It's still an assumption, Your Honor.
And there's still circumstantial evidence. You have nothing to back this up.
Indeed, but a whole bunch of the circumstantial evidence is quite compelling, wouldn't you agree? And the
But it's
jury
still
starts chattering again.
Who's speaking here?
The lawyer.
Oh, fuck, I thought I was talking to Your Honor.
That's the name, Your Honor.
Your Honor, all of this evidence, quotation marks, is very circumstantial and based only in accusations, no real fact.
There's some more chattering amongst the jury. They seem to be very divided by this point.
I think now we should pull the camera out. Maybe?
Can we cross-examine Boden now?
Sure.
Cool. We would like to call Boden to the stand.
Can you unchain Boden and bring him to the stand? Unchain him and bring him to the stand?
Okay. Boden, is it true that you have hired unknowingly sorcerers to catch other sorcerers?
Well, sorcerers tend to like to hide the fact they're sorcerers. And in a district like mine, rife with crime, where people like to hide, I'm not surprised that's where they all flee.
It would.
I would have no control of knowing whether they're sorcerers or not. How is someone supposed to know if they never demonstrate their abilities?
Of course, you only hired these people because they were good at catching sorcerers. Yes.
No.
Why did you hire these sorcerers you did not know were sorcerers?
Because they had the right qualifications.
And is it true that they have succeeded in lowering crime within your district?
He pauses and he goes, oh, you can see on his face he's thinking, oh shit. They're going to make me say something that isn't true, then I'm going to have to make it sound true.
I mean, he's a politician.
Yeah, but don't put him on the spot.
And his response is, I have no recollection of the situation.
Fuck. By keeping these supposed sorcerers in your employ, you're keeping them out of the streets where they're doing harm and putting them to good use.
I can agree to that statement.
Without his knowledge.
Indeed.
So, by keeping these sorcerers in your employ, you're keeping track of them, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that means you know where they are, what they're doing.
Well, I know where they live, but I don't know what they're doing.
Within reason.
You're like,
Within reason.
Just roll with it, man.
Within reason, yes.
And I would assume you would have a registry of the people that you employ?
Indeed, I have a registry. And anyone is allowed to look through that registry.
I believe you would have background checks on any people you have working for you, wouldn't you?
You can see in his eyes, and you can
Fuck
clearly see
me, why do
he
you
doesn't.
not have background
He
checks?
doesn't have any fucking background checks, and he goes,
No, we just stop.
A preliminary,
Guys,
very
we're
basic
gonna
background
We're
check.
gonna fucking get him arrested. Let's stop questioning him.
Before you answer that
You can
question, Boden,
make an insight check, please.
Okay. Jacob. Someone else make a fucking insight check. I got a 5.
I got an 11.
9.
I got an 11.
10.
Where do we get insight from?
Wisdom.
With the... I got 11.
11. Okay.
Someone
You
else
can sort of see that
Nat,
Boden is very uncomfortable.
Nat got a natural 20.
Natalie.
Yeah.
She sort of goes up to... Shinobi goes up to you and goes, you are asking him questions that are not helping his statement.
Really? Fucking thanks.
Anything else, says Yorame?
Do we use the tripod?
Yeah, we call Boden.
We've
down
got
from
to...
the stage
Can we
first.
address the jury?
Yeah, sure.
Let's call Boden down from the stage.
Well, we've got to
The
have
defendant would like to ask Boden some questions.
The plaintiff for
The lawyer.
because we're the
Yeah, sorry, you know.
The accuser.
Yes, thank you.
plaintiff. I watch a lot of judges.
Yes.
Boden, please explain how you escaped a building that was surrounded by sorcerers, where every exit you're being confronted by the enemy,
Can you say...
without using sorcery. And his response is, you know, For sorcerers, they seem to be quite stupid, leaving that one side door open and unguarded. And the audience thinks that's a bit weird, but also kind of funny. That's his defense.
Can we get him to say something like,
Can we
we had a
interject?
really,
That did
really
get
good
that.
team?
Oh yeah, the magic to look good.
He goes, my client has also stated that the Pope, the late, now dead, deceased Pope,
Oh yeah, Pope died.
walked with you. Tell me, are sorcerers not the arch enemy of our religion? Would they not like to take the Pope astray? So tell me, how did the Pope, wearing his ornate gowns, cross the street unnoticed by the enemy sorcerers? Seems more likely that you were there to abduct him and ensure that he was taken away.
Can we interject?
Bitch, we didn't get paid enough for
This
that.
is all theory again. There's no
Yeah,
real
this is
charges
all
back
theory.
behind us.
And obviously, as we were all there working as guards, mainly I was awake as an elf. I can vouch that we dressed the Pope in just casual clothes to sneak him out.
Where did you get these casual clothes?
One
I owned casual clothes.
You just bring casual clothes on you, your person, all the time.
He has casual clothes on him right now. You're right.
I'm wearing casual clothes right now. I usually wear armor
Wait, if all of
to
the
a job.
all the people were knocked out, can we say we
I actually did have casual clothes.
Yeah, I had armor on and casual clothes on my person.
Okay, and then he pulls out the big one and goes, could you please explain the events of that night after you left the building?
Who's your question?
when got hammered?
Boden.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm not.
Boden details all the shit that happened, minus the magic,
Thank God they didn't fucking question us.
and how the Pope was abducted away. And then he goes, so the Pope went missing, and the only people who saw him go missing was you and your defendant.
Yeah.
We never
Sucks,
said
but
we
it's
did.
true.
That
Oh,
seems
and
like-
Halsen, who seems to not have seen that.
Even though Halsen was awake. Allegedly.
Allegedly awake and
I asked
not.
the jury, is it more likely that Boden got rid of the Pope while no one was around to see?
Yeah, we didn't actually do it.
Or is it more
No,
likely that
Captain Kidd.
the Boden walked out in the middle of the street, just guns out, blades in glory, and the Pope got snatched as he wasn't looking?
I mean, there was.
Sorry,
And then
so
he sits
it
down.
wasn't Boden that actually snatched the Pope you're accusing him.
I was just asking the jury which is more likely. And then he sits down.
Can we call Halsen stand before we cause more damage?
Yes, you can. And that is where we're going to stop this episode.
Okay.
Join us next time as we then go on to Halsen.